Battle of Champions coming to you live from the Melbourne cricket ground, building after that big India versus Pakistan encounter. As you can see, a sea of blue. Come. What are you expecting today?
I expect India to win.
And who's going to be the star?
Virat Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
best. Have a
Yeah.
good game.
Thank you.
So, plenty of fans just coming across, sharing their views. I must say, a lot of them really clued in into all the stats and all the trivia that is there with the Indian cricket team. Come on, got a few Pakistani fans as well. I'll get them on.
How's it going?
How are you? I'm going. I'm doing good. What have you got?
English.
Englishman. You will talk in English. Ah, okay. So I'm going to show you this banner, and it says 152 for no loss. I understand the context since I cover cricket. This was the game that India.
Can you elaborate a bit?
Yeah, I'm going to. So this is what was the scoreline when India played Pakistan the last time in a T20 World Cup. So when you had the game in Dubai last year, they chased down the target that was set by India with low losses. Okay, both Rizwan and Babar were not out till the end. So they're trying to rub it in into Indian fans. Huh?
But my prediction for this time is Pakistan who are going to bat first and they're going to beat India by 152 runs. How about that?
So for that, you're expecting Pakistan to get somewhere like 252?
We're expecting India to get out at 50.
You're pushing it, man. You're pushing it. You're pushing.
Shaheen is back. Shaheen will not allow that.
And don't forget about the Harris Rauf. So yes,
I understand that you got a good bowling, but you mustn't forget that you only got two batsmen in it.
yes.
Only two batsmen. Can you win with just two batsmen?
Those were the two batsmen.
Yeah.
That scored this.
But those are the two batsmen that also played in the Asia Cup last time.
Let's not forget the two people.
And Rizwan,
They got no runs in the Asia Cup.
they're always saying that they don't want to put pressure in the middle order. They want to change their own self. That's why they just want to keep.
No. To be very honest and being a neutral, yes, the middle order is not performing really well. So they're not being exposed to these sort of condition and this sort of pressure. So this match is really big. But you know what important over here is Pakistan had to get a good start. What they have done in the past, and especially in the recent past, Pakistan has done really well against India. So the pressure is on India this time, not on Pakistan. So and also on top of that, India would have seen the clips what Shaheen has done in the warm-up game, and Gurbaz, his foot, it was gone. He was taken to the hospital. So India got to be very scared, and they are scared, and they'll be looking at the footage and they'll be saying, you know what, Rohit Sharma, he will be like, oh my God, this guy again? No, not again. That is what is going on in the Indian camp. I'm telling you. And Shaheen will gonna come in, and you know what happened in the Australian conditions? In Australian condition, the ball gonna seam. It's not gonna swing, it's gonna swing. When it's going to seam, no batsman in the world can play. And especially when you have attack like Pakistani. It's not that I'm from Pakistan. I'm saying that because the quality of the bowling Pakistan had.
Okay. A point taken. You have a good bowling attack. But if there's, I think he needs water.
No, I have a water.
No. But I like your confidence.
Nice
Good luck. Have a good game.
India-Pakistan rivalry is big. That is aside. But you got to be neutral when you're giving this statistics. You got to take into consideration.
Yeah, have you seen me? Have you ever seen me?
100%.
So am I neutral or not?
100%.
Yeah, okay. Yes, thank you so much, guys. So, okay, lots of Pakistani fans as well. We heard from the Indian fans. The Pakistani fans have their own take. They think that, Shaheen Shah Afridi is going to be crucial. But I'm going to go across to Sunny Gavaskar now. Sunny bhai, we spoke about the Indian bowling. It's not been in great form, especially the fast bowlers. And I think they have a choice now to make between the two fast bowlers that they have. Either Harshal Patel or Mohammad Shami. You reckon only one of them is going to play. Who's the one that's going to play according to you?
Well, Harshal's got a very good record in the IPL, but in the T20 matches, he hasn't quite been that economical. So maybe with the kind of experience that Mohammad Shami has got, I would go for Shami.
Okay, but Saribhai, you speak about maybe Mohammad Shami is going to start. But there's one thing about Harshal Patel that goes in his favor. That is, he's quite handy with the bat. If Ashwin is not playing, your batting is still number 7. Akshar is going to bat at number 7. Then as a cushion, because you play attacking cricket, at number 8, Harshal Patel might make sense. Does that then make a case for Harshal Patel?
Well, I mean, if you're going to depend on Harshal Patel to score the runs, that means what have your, famous top order done? So that really is not the way to go about selecting your team. You want to select your team according to what is going to work for you, and what is going to be the man's main contribution. The man's main contribution should be as a bowler. But if he, as a bowler, you don't have the confidence in him, then I don't think you
Okay,
should.
Sunny
be picking him.
Gavaskar makes a valid point. I'm going to go to Harbhajan Singh now. Sunny Gavaskar is of the opinion that, listen, you go in with Mohammad Shami, his batting may be handy, but if you're going to rely on a number 8, then that's not the right way of looking at it. Then you're not relying on your top 7 batsmen. Harbhajan, I have the same question for you as I asked Sunny Bhai. There's going to be a toss-up, we know, between Harshal Patel, Mohammad Shami. Who's the guy you're going to pick if you're the captain or the coach?
For me, it got to be Mohammad Shami. Of course, experience is something which you don't get overnight, and Shami, he's been there almost more than 8, 9, 10 years. I think now he's been one of the key member of Team India who's played at the highest level and such pressure situations before. So without Bumrah, I think if you have someone who can do, you know. Who can produce match-winning spell for you, that is Mohammad Shami. And I think for me, it got to be Mohammad Shami. If I have to choose one among Harshal Patel and Mohammad Shami, then Mohammad Shami is my choice.
Pragyan, you heard from the two legends in Sunny Gavaskar, Harbhajan Singh. They're unanimous in that verdict between Harshal Patel, Mohammad Shami. Both have gone with Mohammad Shami because he's the match winner. Are you going with the same? Or do you reckon the other thing that goes in Harshal's favor is that Pakistan haven't played a Harshal Patel before? He could be the surprise factor. Do you reckon you'll go with Harshal or Mohammad Shami?
No, definitely I'll go with Mohammad Shami because, Harshal Patel is a good choice, but you have to understand India needs a bowler who can deliver right at the top and also bowl those death overs. So I think, and you need an express bowler. You already have a Bhuvi Kumar. So I'm very sure when you look at the combination, it is very important. It's not about the name, it is about the bowler who can deliver. And you need a certain kind of skill. And when you talk about those experience and quick bowling and bowling those Yorkers as well, so you'll be needing Mohammad Shami. Had there been a Bumrah, then you would have thought something else because Bumrah and Shami, that combination is very lethal and then you can look for somebody else. But right now you don't have a Bumrah, so without a doubt, it is Mohammad Shami, and he's also shown how well he can bowl with that 1 over he bowled in the warm-up game.
Okay, so the verdict is unanimous. Harbhajan Singh, Sunny Gavaskar, Pragyan Ojha, all our 3 experts have said that India should go in with Mohammad Shami. If I can add my 2 bits, I was there at the press conference that was addressed by Rohit Sharma, and he did indicate in a way, he didn't say that Mohammad Shami will be playing, but the answer he gave on Mohammad Shami sort of gave us an indication that Mohammad Shami could be that guy who would be playing, because one, he said that he was going to bowl all the 4 overs in the second warm-up game. That didn't happen. The other thing that Rohit Sharma indicated, and he said, and I quote him, he said, Mohammad Shami is fit, raring to go, and we hope he does what Mohammad Shami does best. So if you were to read between the lines, that was sort of an indication that it would be Mohammad Shami when it comes to India's playing 11. So that was a bit about Mohammad Shami. But, there's the weather has been a big talking point. As I've been pointing out, it's been sunny, but now I once again see a bit of cloud cover. The good thing is that it hasn't rained. But what does the cloud cover mean? It means that the conditions might help some fast bowlers. We know Pakistan has a good set of fast bowlers. Saiba, I'm going to ask you, with these overcast conditions, seeming conditions, which team is going to help? Is it going to help India? Is it going to help Pakistan?
I think India has got the seamers as well. When you look at the likes of Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Arshdeep Singh, we've just seen them get the ball to move quite prodigiously. And I do believe that those, swing bowling can make a difference. Swing bowling in the air and seam off the surface is going to make a difference.
Sunny Gavaskar makes a valid point, saying that there are seam bowlers that India also have. Harbhajan, what about you? Whom do the conditions favor if you're going to have these overcast conditions, India or Pakistan?
Well, seaming conditions, Pakistan definitely have got good seamers in their team, and any team, who would bowl under such conditions, they will get some help, whether it's Pakistan or India. It'll come down to how the batters will take those challenges, and if the batters can cope up with those sort of deliveries, that is going to be the key. And I'm pretty hopeful that and the kind of confidence I have in our boys that we have got the team, we have the batters who can handle any kind of pace attack, spin attack, in any conditions. So I'm looking forward for this contest, but you can't say that just because it's overcast, Pakistan have the edge. But yes, definitely they have a better bowling attack in terms of fast bowling at this point of time. They will look to rely on that.
Pragyan, what about you? The other thing that is that goes in favor of India, if you get overcast conditions, many say that Pakistan mostly has hit the deck bowlers. Apart from Naseem Shah, Harris also hit the deck bowler. Yeah, Shine can seam the ball, but then that also makes someone like Bhuvneshwar Kumar more lethal. Because if it's not going to be overcast conditions, maybe Pakistan could have got plenty of runs against medium pacers like Bhuvneshwar. These conditions are going to suit them. The other argument in India's favor is that India probably has the better batsmen. So if it's seaming around, if it's swinging around, it's going to be advantage India. What do you reckon?
Absolutely, you're spot on. And just listening to Bhajupa and Sunny sir, I'll just add my point of view. The thing is that when you look at bowling of both the teams, maybe Pakistan has a little bit of edge. But when you talk about batting, if it's an overcast condition and the ball is swinging, we have got better batting lineup. We have got good openers, we have got good middle order. At the same time, when you look at Pakistan side, they have got good openers, but the middle order is something that they're looking to settle it down. And that is where maybe if we get 2 early wickets with those overcast conditions and the ball moving a bit, then the middle order may be exposed. We saw the other day in the warm-up game where Rizwan and Babar, they did not bat, and their middle order was trying to get that game time, and they got little exposed. That is where maybe the concern they'll have. And saying that Pakistan is a little worried because their batting is a little fragile. Once these 2 top batsmen get out, then the others are just trying to settle in. They haven't yet.
Okay, Pragyan, thanks so much for those analyses. I don't think you can see me, but the fans are so nice. They saw me doing live for so long, and they've been so sweet that they've got me some samosas to eat. And I needed it because I've been live for the last 1 hour here on television, maybe about an hour live on digital before that. So I'm going to take a quick bite of the lovely samosa that have been given to me, really hot. But meanwhile, what I tell our viewers is to quickly take a look at the show that we had done on our sister channel, AajTak. And that turned out to be a heated debate between Harbhajan Singh and a few former Pakistani players. It circled around, whether India should tour Pakistan for the Asia Cup or not, whether then India is going to go to Pakistan for the Champions Trophy, Pakistan retaliating, saying we will then not come for the World Cup. There's a lot of to and fro when it comes to these decisions. Let's listen into what happened at that show first.
वर्ल्ड कप में भी फिर वही सिक्योरिटी कंसर्न है, उसमें भी कैसे इतने आराम से आ जाएंगे?
आप मेरी बात सुनिए, देखिए रमीज रजा का एक साल पहले बयान आया था कि पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट के पास पैसा नहीं, उनको बीसीसीआई की तरफ देखना पड़ता है, या फिर बीसीसीआई उनको मैचेस दे तो जाकर के वो पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट सरवाइव कर रहा है। अगर आपको लगता है आपने नहीं आना है भारत तो मत आइए ना, कौन कह रहा है आपको भारत आइए यहाँ पे मैच खेलने हैं। आपने नहीं आईसीसी इवेंट खेलना है तो वो आपकी मर्जी है, हमारी मर्जी नहीं है। अगर हमारे प्लेयर वहां पे जाके सेफ नहीं है तो नहीं भेजेंगे टीम। आप मत खेलो हमारे साथ, आपको खेलना है खेलो, मत खेलो नहीं तो
वो तो हमने कह दिया ना कि फिर हम भी सोचेंगे ना आने का। सवाल तो मेरा सिर्फ ये था, आप इस पे
सवाल ये नहीं है We don't feel secure
there. हम तो सब मुस्कुरा रहे हैं।
आप लोगों के साथ
सवाल सादा सा ये है, अगर आपको फर्ज करें इस स्टूडियो में आपको सिक्योरिटी इशू है, आप कह रहे हैं कि मैं इसलिए नहीं आऊंगा कि सिक्योरिटी इशू है, फिर आप कह रहे हैं मैं आईसीसी खेलने के लिए आऊंगा। आईसीसी में सिक्योरिटी इज नॉट अबाउट ईगोस एंड इट इज अबाउट सिक्योरिटी इशू।
यू टेक द गारंटी कि
आप कहिए मैं आईसीसी का वर्ल्ड कप खेलने के लिए भी नहीं आऊंगा, आप ये कहिए फिर।
हां तो नहीं आएंगे। आपका
अगर की नामवर टीम अभी खेल कर गई और बिल्कुल फर्स्ट क्लास टीम, अच्छा वर्ल्ड कप खेलने भी नहीं आएंगे, वर्ल्ड कप खेलने भी नहीं आएंगे।
Indian cricket can still survive without Pakistan. And if you guys can survive without Indian cricket, do it.
वसीम भाई पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट कैन सर्वाइव वेरी।
हरभजन साहब अभी कह रहे हैं ना हम नहीं आएंगे, मेरा इनको चैलेंज, आप आईसीसी के टूर्नामेंट में पाकिस्तान में वर्ल्ड कप होगा ना आए तो मुझे बताए, मुझे फिर
तो ले लिया भाई, तेरा चैलेंज ले लिया फिर।
सर चैलेंज है आपको, आप उस टाइम सर चैलेंज आप उस टाइम मना करके बता दें, फिर मेरी और आपसे बात होगी। उस टाइम आप कह दीजिएगा
जी भाई, एक बरादराना मशवरा ले लें,
200 चीजें जिसके चलते
बरादराना मशवरा ले लें।
पाकिस्तान में कौन सा वर्ल्ड कप हो रहा है? आप कह रहे हैं कि वर्ल्ड कप में नहीं आएंगे।
आपने मैंने कहा ना कभी वर्ल्ड कप होगा, ये अभी चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी हो रही है, तो उसके बाद इंडिया के वर्ल्ड कप के बाद। लेकिन मशवरा ये है, 2 साल पहले
भाई आप ना थोड़ा बात को आगे ले गए।
पाकिस्तान इंडिया का ही मैच था, आपने बहुत बड़ा बोल दिया था, आपको गले पड़ गया था, तो ना बोले इतने बड़े बोल। ठीक है,
क्यों ना बड़े बोले भाई, आप कुछ भी बोलो।
पहले भी एक जुमला बोल दिया पाकिस्तान को, और 10 विकेटों से जीत गए थे।
पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट की जरूरत नहीं है, सिंपल सी बात है। भारतीय क्रिकेट बोर्ड को पता है कैसे क्रिकेट चलानी है।
जब आईसीसी ने पाकिस्तान को चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी अलॉट किया होगा तो बीसीसीआई की हामी होगी ना उसमें।
नहीं का जो आप कह रहे हैं, आप स्टेटमेंट को आप ट्विस्ट कर रहे हैं, आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट बता रहे हैं।
नहीं, आप बात को बतंगड़ बना रहे हो।
मैंने तो विक्रांत जी के सवाल को आगे बढ़ाया।
कहा है कि
विक्रांत जी वेरी कैटेगोरिकली सेट,
ठीक लगता है तो टीम
विक्रांत जी वेरी कैटेगोरिकली सेट कि हम आईसीसी के इवेंट्स में आएंगे। आप कह रहे हैं हम नहीं आएंगे, ठीक है, आप दोनों की राय में इख्तिलाफ है।
Right, so things got a little heated there. This was 2 days before the actual encounter between India and Pakistan. Whether this entire debate of India not going to Pakistan for the Asia Cup, Pakistan then retaliating saying we will not come for the World Cup next year that's due to be held in India. Whether that will affect the team or not, we'll talk a bit about that. Pragyan Oja is also joining us live, Harbhajan, and we've already heard your views on that. So I'll go to Pragyan on this one. Pragyan, do you think this debate, because it's been raging for the last 2-3 days, I know this is outside noise, so to say, what usually the players say, but will it have any sort of impact on this encounter? Does it give that an extra bit of edge? Because this is us versus you off the cricket field. Do you think that will give an edge to this encounter if it needed any more?
No, I don't think. I think the guys who are playing on the field, they're matured. They know what importance this match has and how significant this is when you talk about the T20 World Cup. Rather than thinking about what the administrators are talking about or what their intention is or what their future plans are, they will be focusing on what the game, how the game is going to be and what are the different challenges they are going to face. They will be focusing on today's game rather than thinking about what has happened. I think it will be all about today's game and how to beat each other. That is what these two teams will be thinking about. I think this thing has to be taken care by the administrator. I think they are the best judge and they're the best ones. That is the reason they're running the board. They will take the decision and we can leave it to them. But when you talk about this game, it is all about these two teams and how they have to beat each other. Because when you look at the World Cup is a big hit only because India is playing Pakistan, and this game has a significant impact on the whole of the World Cup. That is the reason why everybody wants to see India and Pakistan play against each other.
Okay, Pragyan makes a valid point there, saying that the players are all going to be focusing on the game because they know what is at stake. It's going to be a spot in the semi-final. I know this is the first game of the tournament, but because of how now the group is shaped up, it is possibly going to be like a quarter-final. The team that wins most likely will make it to the semi-finals. Okay, talking about cricket, as Pragyan said, that players will focus on cricket. We'll get back on our show and focus on the field things and not so much of what is being spoken about off the field. So what is the on the field topic right now, which is the hottest topic of discussion? One of them is also, which is that one spinner India is going to play. Saibai, my question to you, if you had to pick one between Yuzi Chahal, Ravichandran and Ashwin, who do you go for?
Yes, also because you have somebody like an Ashwin who can bat down the order. He's got a very good record. I know earlier on I talked about Harshal Patel. There's a big difference in the batting ability of Ashwin and Harshal Patel.
Okay, Harbhajan Singh, what about you? We heard from Sunil Gavaskar where he said, no doubt, you should go with someone like Ravichandran Ashwin. You're a spinner yourself. Are you going to be biased towards an off spinner in Ravi Ashwin, or you're going with a wicket taker in Yuzi Chahal?
For me, it's got to be Yuzvendra Chahal because I think he's someone who have done it, in the previous sort of big games, and he's been a very, very consistent performer for Team India. And I think you need to back someone, who's done really well over the years, and he's been a number one bowler in world cricket. So I think Yuzvendra Chahal should get the first kind of nod.
Okay, interesting thoughts. Those Sunny Gavaskar has picked Ravichandran Ashwin. Harbhajan Singh, an off spinner himself, has not gone with the off spinner. He's picked the leggy in UZ Chahal. We've got another spinner on our panel in Pragyan Ojha. Pragyan, the reason I think Ravichandran Ashwin has come into the discussion is primarily because I was taking a look at a few stats, and the top two batters of Pakistan, their backbone as such, in Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan, they've been a bit susceptible to off spin. Bracewell, I remember in the recently concluded tri series, Bracewell bowled really well against them.
India jeetega.
Of course,
Thank
India
you.
jeetega. Thank you. Just one second. I'm with Pragyan Ojha. I'm asking him a question. I'm in the middle of the question. Please, you can stand here. No problem. You can stand here. Pragyan, yeah, coming back to the question. The fact that both Rizwan and Babar have not done against an off spinner, does that then increase Ashwin's chances of making it to 11? Or think, no, let's go with the consistent performer in T20 format, and that we all know is Yuji Chahal.
Yeah, I think whatever Sir said is valid, and Vachupa, I know why he's speaking that way. It is very important that if you have a wicket taker, you need to back him, and he's been doing really well for you over the years. That is Yuji Chahal. But the other point that I want to add is we always have been discussing about the last end overs, those 3 or 4 overs. And you know how the other way of tackling it is, if Yuji Chahal picks those wickets in the middle overs, and when there is no partnership, when you lose those 5-6 wickets, when you talk about in those 15 overs, then at the end overs, it will be very difficult for a team to go after your main bowlers. And to do that, you need a bowler who can pick wickets in the middle overs. And when you look at that, Yuji Chahal has been doing it for India over the couple of or maybe 3 years. And with that, I think to give some cushion to our fast bowlers in the end overs, you need someone who can pick wickets in the middle overs. And the best man to do that is Yuji Chahal.
So Pragyan Ojha, a spinner himself, has picked Yuji Chahal to do the job for India. He said the best man, if you want wickets in this encounter, you should go with Yuji Chahal. Harbhajan Singh, Sunil Gavaskar still with us. Saiba, the toss is going to happen very shortly. But before that happens, do you think the toss is going to be crucial here in Melbourne? I know it was very crucial in the last T20 game between India and Pakistan, then at the Asia Cup, because that was played in the UAE. But here I was looking at the record, not so much. The toss doesn't play that important a role. Do you think it's going to be crucial here?
And the weather conditions in Melbourne can change just like that. So the captain has to be cognizant of that and select his team accordingly. What if the match gets reduced from 20 overs to a 12-over match or an 8-over match? He's got to pick his 11 accordingly.
Bajupa, what do you reckon? Toss is going to be crucial. Is it going to be a deciding factor?
Well, I don't see the toss part as that important in Australia because wicket remains the same, and there's hardly any due for the bowlers to, where they are finding the ball to be, a little difficult to hold and to bowl the wet ball. So those challenges are not there. So I feel the toss is just there as it is. However it is, toss is not that important. Playing good cricket is something which you find in Australia is the most important thing. Toss is, I don't give too much of importance to the toss in Australia.
Pragyan, to you, I know the toss is going to happen. We'll get your live reactions on that. But at the moment, if you had to hazard a guess, what would the winning captain do when he wins the toss?
I think he should look to bat first. Putting on the score on the board is very important. We've seen yesterday what happened to Australia. Once you have those important runs on the board, the team chasing, especially with the pressure of this magnitude, it will really, really have a lot of sway. I believe the team that wins the toss should bat first.
Okay, interesting thoughts those by Pragyan Ojha. He feels bat first in a pressure game. But there are, of course, those that feel that no, in T20, chasing is very good. And these two teams have a great record chasing. But we'll find out what the two captains do once the coin goes up. That's going to happen shortly. We'll take a short break, but don't go anywhere. Come back after that and we'll say bye-bye to Harbhajan Singh, Sunil Gavaskar. They may not be with us once we come back from the break, but Pragyan definitely is going to be. So we'll see you after the break with the latest team update as well as the toss update.